Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I'm here to do our color challenge, and our color today is red, so I have all kinds of red goodies, which I probably won't even use, you know, a little bit of them, but anyway, that's what I have. I have bases, just different things that we can play with, and I think I'm going to start with this, one of these gatefold things, and I saw Gayle make these, so I'll leave a link to her video on how she did that. She got the idea from somebody else, and I can't remember who she said, but anyway, that's what I'm starting with. So I have made the base just to save a little bit of time, and my clock is going. I don't have a timer, but I just try to keep an eye on the time there. So how is everybody? I hope everybody's doing well and staying home and all that fun stuff. I feel horrible for people because I know this is a rough time, especially in certain parts of our country, and yeah, I just feel really bad for people that are suffering with this whole thing. But hopefully some of you are well and your families are well, and you're just staying in like you've been asked. That's what we're doing, just hanging out at home. So I'm just looking in my red bag here, pulling out a few pieces of paper. I don't have a whole lot. A lot of my red is just plain red, it looks like. Or things that I don't know that'll really go with what I've got. I think that's supposed to be a Valentine's one, but it's got script on it, so we can probably use it for some stuff. Alright, so like I said, these are all just scraps, so you might recognize some of them. This was a pretty popular, I think that was Mariposa or something like that. Take a piece out of my typing book. Hope you all had a nice weekend, maybe got out and hung out in your yard a little bit or something. It was a little bit cold here, but we didn't do a whole lot of yard work or anything. We did put the patio furniture out and stuff. So I'm just going to ink around the edges of this. But I know in some parts of the country it's very warm. Well, I mean, obviously down south, but I mean, I know it's warming up in a lot of places. So it was nice. My husband had 3 days off. That was very unusual, but very nice to have him around for 3 days. It was a bummer. He had to go back to work, and then you fear for them, you know. And my sister and niece all working in the hospital. Alright. What did I do with my glue? I have this one, but I don't know what I did with my art glitter glue. Oh, there it is. I just want to glue these a little bit better because these are just my glue book pages, so sometimes the edges aren't 100% glued on those, since I just kind of glue stuff and then slap them together. A lot of times I stitch, which I probably will with this, but just make sure that it's together. And you can just glue, you don't have to do that. And I'm sure you can kind of get the idea of how this is made, but I'll refer you to Gayle for that, just so we can get some of this done. Alright, so I'm thinking that some of this might be good on here. You can see I used it for Valentine's Day. It's got hearts all punched out of it. At some point, anyway. Yeah, I love red. Red and purple are my two favorites. So it was kind of fun to get to work with red. I don't do a lot with it in journaling because it seems like, I don't know, just not a lot of stuff is in red, so for whatever reason. This is like this. I cut my fingernails off now. I can't pick up anything. There. Need to make this edge torn. What's that movie called we watched this weekend, Aiden? The animated one? Oh, yeah, we watched Onward. It was actually better than I thought because I saw the previews for it and I was like, that looks kind of weird. But it actually was pretty cute. It's kind of a bummer for some of those movies that just came out in theaters and then they closed down all the theaters. They didn't get to do so great. I guess that's all kind of the way everything is for everybody. We've tried to order a few times from restaurants and stuff like that just to, you know, give them a little business because it's pretty bad around here. A lot of them are just plain closed. They're not even open for business, but you know, even drive-through or anything. That isn't the best job ever. Let's see, I need some glue pages. I think I might put a little bit of something on there. I don't really want that. I think I'll do like dictionary page instead so that you can actually see it, because that piece that I pulled out, you can't see the script everywhere, so this will have more script, that's what I'm trying to say. It's not coming out of my mouth right. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing good. Let me know what movies and stuff you guys have been watching, or if there's anything good. That's one struggle that we have. I just totally ripped that, is finding stuff to watch. Because a lot of it is just, ugh. My husband and son started to watch the new Blade Runner. I had to exit on that one. That was, some of that stuff is just too weird for me. But they liked it, it seemed. This needs to be a little shorter. So I didn't get a whole lot of crafting done this weekend. I thought I would get more done, but I just kind of, we all kind of just hung out and stuff. I did do some stuff because I got my a new digi done and stuff like that, so it's not that I didn't do anything, but I just couldn't get motivated, I don't know, to like make anything. You'd think with all this time at home would be good, but I can't seem to get my act together. Can't do it. We're out mowing in our neighborhood. We did have some rain. It smelled really nice the other day. That's always a good thing. It makes you feel refreshed, you know, to have that nice rain come. I think I will just leave the back because it will get glued down, is what I'm thinking. And then on the inside, we can have more of a writing area. So let me grab some paper. This is some coffee dyed paper, tea dyed paper. I kind of want to do all, this side's better. I want to do all different kind of stuff here. I want it to just be coffee dyed. These are really kind of a cool idea because they give you this writing space on the inside, which is nice. Try to even it up here a little. I just moved it. So this is either from Eva or Melody. I kind of put them all in one stack because I just keep my coffee dyed paper in a container, so I don't really know whose is whose now, but thank you guys. It's an awesome gift. Because as you know, I don't relish taking the time to do that. I don't know why. I like it in the summer because I can just leave the stacks of paper outside and get them dry and stuff. The whole oven thing and all that, I just don't. I'm afraid I'm going to burn the house down, which I wouldn't put it past myself, so. Thank you to those people who are so good at this. Alright, that'll work. I'm just going to put a little ink around it. So I've had a few other people asking about the color challenge, so hopefully a few more will join in. That would be fun. And even if you don't have to have a YouTube channel to do it. You can send me a picture like on Instagram or on my Etsy or, you know, whatever. Or just do it and don't show pictures. That's totally your prerogative. Just kind of fun to see what other people make because obviously we all have different stuff that we use and different styles for sure. Oh my goodness, I cannot get this straight today. So you can probably tell that this is just like a couple book pages together, and then you just kind of gatefold the sides in. But I just, you know, I got the idea from Gayle, and she got it from somebody else, and she talks about that. So I want to give credit to the people that came up with it, because I did not. But it's a good one for the inside of a journal. All right, let's see. I'm going to get some of my old paper. Some ledger. I mean, not all of it's old, but it's more plain colored and stuff like that. Ooh, this is old. That's a piece of an old envelope. I like this stuff. So this look kind of cool on here. Let's see. It's okay if you make a little noise, Aiden. You don't have to be silent. She's getting ready to go. She's got to go to the school and pick up her music paper, so they have to go like hold up a sign to the music room window and all this stuff to get their music. So they're going to start having... Yeah, yeah, stand 6 feet away from the door so that whoever's in there can go get the stuff and then set it out for them to get, and then wait till they close the door. Oh, I wish life could be normal. I mostly just wish that people were well, because it's bad. That was really great. Stuff just like disintegrates basically because it's so old. It looks really cool, and the color is amazing because like I didn't put anything on that, and it looks like that. It makes you sad when you think of all the envelopes and paper that you've thrown away. Because it's like, by the time you're my age, some of those would be looking pretty old. These were from really old, those Victorian Valentines that I have from my great-grandmother. And a lot of them didn't have, a lot of these envelopes were just extras, so there weren't Valentines to go with them. So I've just kind of been using them a little bit here and there. They're so cool. I was going to use the, whatchamacallit, ledger, but I like the look of this. So at this rate, I'll get this thing done, and that'll be it. I don't know, sometimes it's like I'm much quicker than others. How did I do that? That was a bad tear. I ripped it at too much of an angle. So we'll just do a little patch over there. Yeah, I'm not sure how they're going to do the, well, I mean, they're doing online classes for the kids, and then the kids that don't have like internet access or a computer or whatever, they'll get either a Chromebook if they can access the internet, and if they can't, they will come like at when they do the lunches at school during that time and get their schoolwork. So that's the plan here for our school district. I just am wondering how on earth they're going to keep those kids that come for lunch all 6 feet apart and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know, but I'm sure they have a plan. Luckily our kids have the internet, so they won't have to go in. Aiden just has to pick up her music. But I don't know. It's kind of scary to have those kids going and maybe getting sick. That's no good. Alright, so on the front of this, I was thinking I found some cool images that were in some of those books, those Memory of a Lifetime books. I have way too much stuff in here. But I was just cutting away last night, so, so I do that periodically. I'll just cut out a whole bunch of stuff. And then I'll go for a long time and not feel like cutting anything, but these are Tracy Fox tea cards in red. So she's got all those too. Oh, and these are all those my goodness, Amy, cabinet cards. Jeez. My brain is completely flambéed at this time, I've decided. But I found this girl and I thought she was kind of cool, and I thought that would be neat to put on there, and then you could, you know, open it like that. That is a lot of red. Let's see, what could we put behind her? I need like some type of oval behind her. Could probably use a piece of coffee dyed. There's the other side of this. Where did I put that one? And just kind of cut around it so that it'll have, you know, some type of border at least. Probably should have done a different color background, but we're doing red today, so red it is, right? And like I said, these are the Memories of a Lifetime. They were in the one with the, there's like perfume labels and stuff. And like I said, I don't even know how many of these you can even get anymore. So I apologize for that. And I would like make digis with them, but you can't because of copyright. So, but you can use any image that you have. You could even use like those, the cabinet cards, like are in my digi, you know, even if you have your own cabinet cards, that kind of thing. Not saying you have to get mine, just saying. And I just put, like, some of those pictures are duplicated in the, in my new digi, like, because they're just different sizes, but it's the same image. But I just basically gave you guys everything that Beth gave me. So, you know, I didn't leave any out. I just gave you the whole set that she gave me. So I'm just going to try to cut around this the best I can. I have an oval cutter, but I don't think it's quite this elongated. This is a pretty elongated oval. And it'll probably be a mess, but we'll rough the edges up and stuff, so hopefully it won't look too weird. We shall see. Maybe a disaster. I had lots of fun making the collages for that digi though. that kind of Old West Victorian whatever style is. I love that. I think that's because that's what I grew up around, is that era of buildings and all of that. Of course, by the time I was in the town that I grew up in, there wasn't nearly the city that there was originally, which is kind of a bummer, because it would have been cool to see it. You know, you could almost do something like that and have it almost like a clasp, you know, to tuck into over there, so that it would hold it closed a little better. I wonder if that would work. I'm going to put this on book page. It's lovely. Some book pages, just don't read them. Just don't even look, just ignore it. All the more reason to glue stuff over them. Just to strengthen it, this is double book page. I don't know if this will work, but we're going to find out. And this is another image from those Memories of a Lifetime. And I'll leave a link to the, you know, I'll go find one on Amazon and try to find this particular one if I can. Because I know they had the angel and fairy one that I got images out of last time. I don't know if this is going to work. Because it might be a little much, but I guess if I just glue that side, it'll work. Glue a little this way. I could even tilt it a little. Maybe some lace or something on there. I don't know that I want more red. That might be a little excessive. Oh, I know what I can use. I can use a piece of one of these doilies that I got from Eva. Love the color of these. That craft color doily. And it's sad, I know, to rip them. But it's kind of what they're for. Just to break it up a little bit. Ink this a little. Mostly just going around the edges. I think I'm going to use the art glitter glue because doilies are always interesting, but this one has some good large spaces, so I'm just going to take advantage of that. We have to take that piece off right there. Okay, and I'll put some glue on half of this. It's got glue goobers. I'm going to open that out. Might be a little more than half, but that'll be alright. Tilt it just a little. And then we'll just put glue on half of that little bird. So I think I'll glue that down and just let it sit for a bit and let it dry. So that we don't end up accidentally gluing the flap closed or something, because I would do that. Alright, so that's kind of one. I mean, it's done, it just needs to dry. Alright, so let's see, what do we have? Oh yeah, that took me 30 minutes. That was a while. Maybe one of these little flippy doodads that you can turn into a pocket or a flip or whatever. So let's see. It'd be kind of fun to use the butterflies. And I'm pretty sure this is that Mariposa too. I think I'm going to do it like a pocket. But you can definitely almost do exactly what I did with the little gatefold and make it so that it's all writing paper in here too. So it's another fun way to do it. I'm going to take this corner off. Hopefully this one will be a little faster. No guarantees. Probably should have torn around the edge of this, but we'll just go with it the way it is. Okay, what do we want to put with that? I could use one of my tags and just tear the top off. And this funny little lady, she's funny. Oh, I could use one of these. Those are from the cabinet cards. But I want to cover the background with something in red. This is also that. This one might go better. And I like this design right here, so I think we'll try to get that. Looks kind of Victorian-ish. I know it's not this wide, but maybe right here. So I'm going to have to tear off that other side too a bit. I don't want to tear that much of it off though. Should have done that first. Yeah, I barely need to tear any off because it's already shorter. Oh my goodness, I can't get a hold of anything today. I mailed off Fern's Fern Journal today, so I hope it gets to her in one piece. I've got my fingers crossed, praying. That was awful. What happened to the last one? I was really apprehensive about sending another one, but she's such a nice lady. It's like, you know, I want her to be able to get stuff that she likes. But it's crazy. So I probably should have done this before, but I had no idea I was gonna fussy cut her out. You know, some of it just comes as you're going. I'm going to try to get the little statuette thingy in here as well, or fountain, whatever it is. Because of the way her arm's out, it would look a little weird if I didn't have it. There's loads of things you can do with these cabinet cards. They're really fun. I think that's supposed to go like that. Doesn't fit great, does it, with the fountain? I guess I could just trim it off after I glue it. Oh, what am I doing? I didn't even glue that down yet. My goodness. I'm losing it. Getting ahead of myself. I need a new glue page. Keep getting glue on everything that I don't want it on. Well, I got most of it. It's just her skirt kind of hangs over. Got glue all over her head here. Alright, I don't think that's a big deal other than I glued this closed somehow. Okay, so put some glue here. And then I will see if there's anything else I want to add to that. But these are fun because you can glue them onto a page and you can make like this side a tuck or a top tuck, as well as having that pocket right there. And then it would be kind of good to put something else on there, but like that's huge. I need to get rid of this page because I just messed that all up. Messed it all up. So maybe one of our Tracy labels or something. That's too big. "14th of October, that's my anniversary." don't know if that's too much red. Like, it's because those aren't like the same color of red. That's more of a pink. Let's see, get that one out of the way. That one's huge. I kind of like it when these are chopped off, and I had some that were chopped off because I printed it wrong the first time I printed it. But let's see now. This one's kind of cool. That just says 6. I kind of like that. And I feel like it needs like a little something with it. This is Tim Holtz fabric. Probably too big of a piece. My husband made me a glue holder. He saw that one and then he was all intrigued. It doesn't come out very easy though, so he's still trying to figure that out. I like the one that Nan sent me. That's a really good one, the design of it and everything, but that design isn't available and he wasn't going to try to copy theirs, you know. Pull it down just a little bit. Keep this more flat so that I can put it like right there. Put some ink on that. Put a little ink on that fabric. It's looking a little too white. Yeah, he has too much fun with that 3D printer, I'll tell you. It's his toy. Squish it a little too. Whew! Not that much. It's kind of like cutting the head off of the the sewing pattern lady. Alright, that looks good. I like that. Alright, so there's another one, and so a little card or something can go in there, and then you could tuck some, you know, some things other places. But that's a fun one. So there's 2 pieces. Woo! We're cruising now. So let's see, what do we got? Oh my goodness. Maybe we could try an... This is a time card, not an alteration card. I wonder if I used... I have that old music paper. Well, it's actually the cover. And then I thought maybe some red tissue. Now, I know this is very red, but it's kind of fun to use. Are you going to be able to see that? Not really. It would probably be better with bigger music paper. So I need these that are torn already. need a whole, like, super long piece. I love this edge, but I think I'm going to have to take it off to be able to see the music. But I'll use it for something. And this top. What am I doing? Got so many things on the desk, I don't know what I'm grabbing. I need to ink this thing up a little. It's a little bit too new looking. It would be better if they were coffee dyed, but you know, I never get that far, so. Well, I can't really say never, but a lot of the time I don't get that far. Does that sound right? Okay. Still holding on to that for some unknown reason. I think I'm going to. It's just way too new looking. I don't want to cover that entirely, but I have an idea. Put the lid back on this. I don't know why I'm using tacky glue, I just am. I know why I am for the tissue paper, but this I could have used the glue stick, but it's fine. That'll just give me a little bit longer to move it. To be very gentle not to rip the tissue paper when you're doing this, which I probably will do. Now I can probably get a little more color on there where it's raised. like that. I'm gonna use my little saloon girl, but we're gonna trim around her a little more. Feel free to fast forward at any time. Didn't plan on cutting her out. Okay, wasn't too horrible. Makes it feel like summer outside when they're mowing all the time now, even though it's pretty cool out there right now. Okay. And then maybe like the should go here. I mean, it's not that big of a deal if it covers a foot or something. That one is way too big. Unless I put it somewhere else, but it's pretty big. I had all these cool cards cut and I never ended up using any of them. That's kind of cool actually. Yeah, something like that might be kind of neat. That's a Tracy Fox faux tea card, I think they're called. That one probably would have fit up there too. I like this, I think. Yeah. Do a little fold here. Okay. Because the background's so bumpy and lumpy, I think I'm going to use the tacky glue again. Okay, there's that. Probably should, I'll just put a little tacky glue on her head and stuff, just so they stay down, head and feet. Let's see. Right there. Ooh. Oh, this one. The hour is late. Cover up her foot though. I don't like that one though, which is funny. Ah. And I would probably end up like stitching some fabric or something to the top. So it would be like a, sort of like a tag, but I'm not going to cut it in a tag shape. Better use tacky glue. I know, I wrinkled everything that time. It was a little much, right? Alright, so there's that one. What do we at? Oh, we're at 57, yikes. Get a whole 3 things done. And it's plain on the back. I probably will add a piece of paper to the back, but it's basically done. So there's that one, and let's see if this one's working now. There's those 2. Where did one go? There she is. Alright, so let's see what else could we do real quick. Let's do some of these stickers. Now it may not be real quick, but we'll try. This is just some really thick, geez, polka dot paper that I had. It's like serious. They weren't kidding around with that one. A bit of dictionary page. May only get like one of these done, I don't know, but we'll see. Okay, and maybe there's like just some scraps here, like a piece of lace. So these are just like, I don't even know what they were. They were just some kind of labels that I got on sale, and it was 2 sides hooked together, so they were supposed to like go together around something, I guess. But I just cut them down the middle and make like bigger labels or stickers or whatever you want to say. And then I just decorate them right on here, and then you can just peel them off and use them as you like. So a lot of times, whatever I put on the base, I leave hanging over a little bit so that you know, it just, you aren't seeing that white edge. But if I do see the white edge, once I pull them off, I just ink it a little bit. I think I'm going to put a staple on that. I like to use my tiny attacher on these. And I've done a video where I've done these before. It's been a while though, so a lot of people that are new, this will probably be the first time you've seen me do this. Oh my goodness. I can't see to get the back in there. I even have my glasses on, that's pretty bad. Why do we have to go blind? It's just crazy. Alright, there's that, and then like a butterfly, that's really red, that makes that look orange, which that's probably an orange butterfly, but I don't want these, this fit on there. You can just do a whole collage of junk, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be anything specific. I know it would work good with this. I've got some little pieces or strips of textile. They're paper, but they look like, see, these things. Oh, they're not, maybe not red enough. Instead of that, I think I'm going to use like lace. This one, that one's really like weird red. That one's a pinky red. I wonder if I could use this and like have one of these dangle or something. Jamie gave me these. It might be fun to just, oh no. Don't pull the string. That's what would be fun not to do. Don't pull the string. I never dreamed it would do that. I thought it was just an extra like string hanging on. Nope. Yeah, don't do that. It's bad. So let's see. I don't know how well this will like fit in a journal if it's on there like that. Yeah, I think that might be way too fat. If you had it hanging out on the side, it would work, but I don't think that'll work like that. Those are cool, though, to use for just a charm, you know, on the outside or whatever. Let's see what else we got here. Got these little tiny hearts from my sister. Crocheted hearts, those would work. I like that one. Alright, let's put this on. Oh my goodness, got that fuzz everywhere. Little heart, I'll put it right there, but I'm going to put it on with this kind of glue so it'll stay. And my sister made these too. She makes me all kinds of cute little things when, you know, when she's got a few minutes. And she's, a lot of people were interested in maybe buying some of her stuff, which I totally appreciate. Thank you so much. It's just she doesn't really, she works full time, so she just makes a little bit of stuff here and there. She usually doesn't make enough that we can really like offer it like that, you know, unfortunately. Just want a little piece of lace on there as well, just a little bit. I'm gonna ink it a little. Time's it. Oh man, I'm already over. I guess I do need a timer, huh? I pay attention? No, I don't. This will be my last one. So I did a whole 4 today. You know, it just depends on how detailed the thing is that you're working with. That first one did me in, I think. I don't want to totally cover up. Well, I just did the staples, but too late. That's what happens when you do afterthought stuff. All right, so I was late again, so the late police are gonna come and take me away. All right, so we got one sticker and a little pocket and an altered time card, and then our gatefold little doodad. So that was fun. I hope you guys liked that. I hope you will give this a try, even if you're just, you know, doing it yourself. That's awesome. And I hope that you're all healthy and safe, and my heart goes out to the people who have lost family members or have family members that are very, very ill. I know that it's horrible, and I pray every day that my husband and my sister and my niece don't end up getting sick. So I do understand that it is a horrible thing. So just know that my thoughts and prayers are with all of you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye now.